Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars. This team is 6-8 and they might legitimately make the playoffs. I don't have the actual statistic for you guys, but I would say they got a coin flip chance right now of winning that division and getting into the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. Either way, the Jaguars' future is extremely bright and it's being led by a cat named Trevor Lawrence. We got a big time game ready on Thursday night, a couple of days from now. #1 pick versus #2 pick. I think you guys know, and I think a lot of you guys would agree with me on who I have winning that game. I'm going to go with Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. But Trevor Lawrence, since week 9, has a 70.4% completion percentage. That is good for #1 in the NFL. He has 14 passing touchdowns. That is good for, tied for 2nd in the NFL. He has just 1 interception, which we saw 2 days ago against the Dallas Cowboys, and he has a 111.2 passer rating, which is good for #1 in the NFL. So Trevor Lawrence is having one hell of a sophomore campaign. I think it is very evident right now that he is the best quarterback from that draft class. Derrick Henry even admitted that the sense of urgency has increased as the gap between the Titans and Jaguars has tightened. Now, it's actually kind of funny. Titans and tightened. I don't think he was trying to do that, but shout out Derrick Henry for a nice little pun there. The Jacksonville Jaguars are rolling right now. And it really started a couple of weeks ago against the Las Vegas Raiders. And, you know, no matter what you think about the Raiders, they're still a good football team. They've beaten Baltimore, Tennessee, and Dallas since that time. But if you guys enjoy this video and you want more Jacksonville Jaguar content, let me know down below in the comment section. As always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I've been posting a couple of Jaguars videos every single week. But we have a short week here, so we're going to get this one going a little bit ahead of schedule. So let's try and get 500 likes on today's video. That would be absolutely awesome. Jaguar fans, you guys have great reason. You guys have shown me every video I've made in the comment section how excited you are, but you have such good reason to be this excited because, I mean, this is one fun team, man. Doug has done a phenomenal job at flipping the culture. It's crazy to even, I don't even really want to say his name. I apologize, Jaguar fans. Urban Meyer. It's crazy that that was even a thing. It's just a whole weird situation. But Jacksonville is literally a couple of pieces away from being, you know, right there with the best of them. And it might actually even happen this season. And for a team that started 2-6, that's a pretty nice statistic there. That's a pretty cool feat. That's a nice accomplishment, if you will. 2-6, and you have a legitimate shot at making the playoffs. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't know if there are actual statistical odds where I probably should have checked that before I made this video here, but you know, Tennessee, and I will say a couple of things. You know, Tannehill got hurt. Their entire team, specifically on the defense, has gotten hurt all season long. It just doesn't really feel like the Titans' year anymore. They had a nice little run through the middle of the season. I'm not completely selling the Tennessee Titans, but I'm not buying. I'm definitely not buying the Tennessee Titans. We'll see as the season wraps up. They don't have the most friendly schedule. Essentially, if Jacksonville wins out, which if you beat the New York Jets, who the Detroit Lions, another team just like Jacksonville that you don't want to play in the playoffs, they just took down the Jets on the road. This game will be on the road. It will be in New Jersey or in New York, if you will. Zach Wilson's going to be starting. I watched every single snap of that Jets-Lions game, and I will say this. Zach Wilson didn't look horrible. He really didn't look horrible. The Jets have a top 4. They're actually the 4th-ranked defense right now in the NFL. I'm just still not quite sold on them. So if Jacksonville can play like you have in the last 2 weeks, you'll get the victory. All right? Now, the week after that, you have on the road the Houston Texans, who have actually given, you know, Dallas most recently, Kansas City this past weekend. They've given some good teams some trouble. It's the NFL, though. It's not like any week is just an automatic victory. It doesn't matter if you're 15-0 and the opposing team is 0-15. It doesn't matter. It's the NFL. It's the National Football League. It's a team sport. And no week is just a cut and dry victory, right? So Jacksonville still has to earn it. You still have to deserve it, which, you know, I think Jacksonville Jaguar fans, players, etc., I think they're more than up for the challenge. I really genuinely think, and I've been saying this honestly for like at least 2 weeks now, I really think, and I'm sorry Titans fans, click away from this video. Don't take it personally if you're still watching. I really think Week 18 at home against the Tennessee Titans, I really think that game is going to determine the division. I really do. And as I was alluding to earlier on in the video, even if it doesn't, we'll see what Tennessee does with the quarterback position, but one team has Trevor Lawrence, the other team has Ryan Tannehill. It just kind of feels like a future of things to come. It just feels like a real good indicator of what the future is looking like as far as this division, as far as this rivalry goes. But we're going to take it game by game, right? It's a primetime game, Thursday night football. Thursday night football on the season in general has been very chaotic. The whole year has been crazy. Specifically this past week was just absolutely insane, especially that Raiders-Patriots loss. I mean, that was just something I've never even seen before. But you know, the whole season's been one crazy storyline. So, you know, anything can happen. I think that plays into the Jaguars' favor, to be honest with you. Now, when we look at their stats, offensively speaking, they're putting up about 24 points a game. They're good for 12th in the league. You have, you know, ETN's a stud. Trevor Lawrence is having just an incredible season, as we talked about earlier on in the video. You have guys having career years. Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram. All three of them are having career years right now. The culture has completely switched, and the future is just extremely bright, but I genuinely believe that this team could make the playoffs right here, right now. Once again, it's going to start with that Jets game, but when we take a look at the Titans' schedule, their offense has been struggling for the better part of the season. I really don't think Tennessee, and once again, you know, they've lost 4 straight games, and you know, I've made a bunch of Titans videos on this channel, especially after they took down my Green Bay Packers, which was actually their last victory over a month ago, which sucks, man. Titans fans, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say, but they've had 4 straight losses. They're trending in the wrong direction. I don't see much success with the Titans in the near future unless you figure out something else other than Ryan Tannehill. I'm sorry about that, but they got Houston this upcoming weekend. Then you have Dallas the week after that on a short week. Might I add you, it is at home, but it is a short week. And then you have, you know, the road game against Jacksonville, or in this case, the home game against the Tennessee Titans. So I really think it's a coin flip. I think it's a coin flip, and yeah, this is just truthfully an indicator of things to come. So if you enjoyed this video and you want more Jaguar content, let me know. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's try and get to 500 likes on today's video. But guys, most importantly, I want you to give some thoughts on the Jags as a whole down below. But let me know if it entices you. Let me know what your thoughts are. Give me your playoff percent indicator or percentage chance for the Jaguars down below in the comment section. You guys can also follow me on Twitter. I'll pin it down below in the comment section. It's also in the bio, and I'll see you guys.